Hello and welcome to another Let's Play, or, well, maybe the first Let's Play, I don't know. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing with this channel. Anyway, I'm Luke from Dungeon Duo. Sometimes people know me as Lucky, it's my gamer tag sort of thing. Because Xbox gaming, whatever. Let's just play the damn game. We're playing FireRed. This is the first game I think I could ever remember playing. So, of course, this game's got a little bit of nostalgia, a little bit of importance to me. But, let's just get on with it. So, we're going to explain the various controls here. Most of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. I'm not really going to read through it. We'll kind of go through it as we play. In the world in which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you'll be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That is our biggest objective. Press A and let your adventure begin. Or, we could press B and scroll back, but let's just keep going. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokémon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokémon Professor. As the Pokémon Professor. What a life. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokémon. For some people, Pokémon are pets. Others use them for battling. No prize for guessing what we're gonna do. As for myself, I study Pokémon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Ooh. Probably the toughest decision any gamer's gotta make, right? Well, I mean, judging by the deepness and inflection of my voice, I think we're a boy. Let's begin with your name. What is it? Alright. We're gonna go with Loose. No. We're gonna go with Lucky. It's the name I always go with these sorts of things. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you both were babies. What was his name again? Oh man, as much as these names are great, and as much as the canon name is Blue, I can't help myself. Alright. We're going with this name. Or was it Xavier? Yes. That's right, I remember now. His name is Xavier. Lucky. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! Oh no, let's not talk about Let's Go. Lucky played with the NES. Okay, it's time to go. Imagine having an NES in 2004. Alright, so first let's go into options and let's mess with some of this stuff. So I put the text speed on fast so that it's gonna scroll as fast as it can. I'm going to keep battle scenes on so that we can see the animations, or like the moves as they go, because, well, that's fun, and playing without it is like for speedrunners, and I'm not a speedrunner. So I'm going to set my battle style to set. Shift is probably how most people play casually. When we get Pokemon, especially multiple Pokemon, we'll see how we could see how shift works, but I'm gonna go with set because it's a little harder, and I guess I'll explain more about that when we get more Pokemon. Sound, we'll just go with mono. Button mode, help, LR, L equals A. I like L equals A for this because I do like to just mash with one hand. So let's see. I don't know these off the top of my head, but that's old. We're playing FireRed, but I like leaf green, so we're gonna go with that. We can talk about version differences at another time, but yeah. Starting out a Let's Play is always interesting, especially as a pretty new person into the scene. So I apologize in advance if I'm awkward. It's a posted note, or a posted notice. If you're confused, ask for help. Press the L or R buttons. So, we could press L or R for help, but I set L equals A, so that's not gonna let us open the help menu, but we don't need that. Right. All boys leave home Sunday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Prof. Oak, next door, was looking for you. Oh, well, guess it's time to leave home. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on a railroad track. I better go too. Stand by me? Maybe? Probably? I like how I'm like the owner of the house. That's always funny to me, and same here with Xavier owning his own house. Man, doesn't he wish? Hey, wait, don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokémon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokémon for protection. I know. Here, come with me. So, like, wild Pokemon, you need to have your own wild Pokemon to deal with them. Imagine if the real world functioned this way. Things would not be that efficient. Gramps, I'm fed up waiting. Xavier, let me think. Oh, that's right, I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Lucky. There are 3 Pokemon here. Ha ha! The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now in my old age, I have left only these 3. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, no fair, what about me? Be patient, Xavier, you can have one too. And just like with everything, I always get to pick before Xavier. Let's see what happens if I try to leave. Hey, don't go away yet. Alright, he's just gonna repeat himself. I don't need to be greedy like you. I'm mature. Go ahead and choose Lucky. Oh yeah, that's Xavier for you. So we have 3 choices here. Bulbasaur. It is very easy to raise, supposedly. What Professor Oak is saying here is not a hard, fast rule with these Pokemon, but it is a general trend. We have Squirtle. It's one worth raising. What he's kind of getting at is, okay, I don't know if I want to go into it exactly. We'll kind of see, as we take a look at this Pokemon here, Charmander. You should raise it patiently, and, patience is a virtue, and my mother always said be more virtuous, so let's go with this. We received Charmander from Professor Oak. Do we want to give a nickname to it? Ooh. Nicknaming Pokemon. This is always hard. Especially for a Pokemon like Charmander. Let's see. It's kind of red. It's got a flaming tail. I'll think of something. Okay, I decided, we're probably gonna go with this name, Dante. You know, like Dante's Inferno? I don't know. I'm nerdy for literature references, so I'll take this one then. Xavier receives Squirtle. Oh, how I envy him. Let's not Let's not get into my biases just yet. Wait, Lucky, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Rival Xavier would like to battle. He sent out a Squirtle. Oh, for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Lucky, you've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? A Pokemon battle is where trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. The trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. But rather than talking about it, you'll learn much more from experience. Try battling it yourself and see. Okay, so Dante, our Charmander here, he's going to start out with Scratch and Growl. Growl is going to lower the opponent's attack stat, so he's not going to do as much damage. Scratch is just going to attack. So let's start with Growl. Lowering the foe's stats will put you in an advantage. Precisely why I did it. He's only going to do about 3 damage per tackle. Damage is calculated by like a roll, so it's going to fluctuate a little bit. It might do 2 damage, sometimes it might do 4 damage. Kind of just depends on the luck. Inflicting damage on the foe is key to any battle. So we're going to scratch away. So Squirtle has Tackle and Tail Whip. Tackle, well, does damage just like Scratch. In fact, it does slightly more damage. It's got higher base power, I believe, in this generation. Or I might be mistaken. Whereas Tail Whip, his other move, is going to lower my defenses, so I take more damage. So if he Tail Whips here, it kind of balances out with the Growl that I did. So hopefully he doesn't go for that. I picked up a potion out of a computer somehow. I guess I ordered it on Amazon or something, and it got express delivered. I'm going to use this potion now. It's important to get to know your Pokemon thoroughly. This is a list of your Pokemon, Lucky. Open this to check the skills to see your moves of your Pokemon. You also choose Pokemon here if you want to use an item on one. I'm going to use an item here for safety. I don't want to lose this battle because I want to get money. Because that's the prize for winning Pokemon battles. It's like cockfighting. You pit wild animals against each other and receive money for your animal winning. Keep your eyes on your own Pokemon's HP. It will faint if the HP drops to 0. Now, losing a battle in this game, in this particular instance, is not a big deal. Generally, if you lose a battle, you get a game over, and that's not good, but I don't want to lose to Xavier. I'll cheat and claw my way to victory if I have to. Dante gets 70 experience and levels up. Alright, so let's see what we're dealing with. 0 defense is probably indicative of not good things. The special attack is 13, 12, okay. I don't know stat calculations off the top of my head, but we'll probably be able to see when I get a look at my Pokemon. What? Unbelievable! I picked the wrong Pokemon! Lucky got 80 whatever for winning. I don't know. Poké dollars? Poké currency? Excellent. If you win, you'll earn prize money, and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. Okay, I've made my Pokemon battle. Bleh. You'll make your Pokemon battle to tough it up. Okay, cool. Smell you later. Won't get tired of hearing that line. Lucky, raise your young Pokemon by making it battle. It has to battle for it to grow. Do you want to talk to anybody else here? I study Pokemon as a Professor Oak aide. Ooh. Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold them in high regard, I'm sure. I study Pokemon as... Oh, okay, well, you're just going to repeat the same thing as that guy. Cram full of books. Maybe Dante's Inferno's on there? Alright, well... That was a pretty eventful little excursion there. I'm trying to decide... what I want to do here. Well, okay, we got full health. I think we might as well take our first foray out into Route 1. Going to Viridian City. Let's talk to this guy. Hi, I work at the Pokémart. It's a part of a convenient chain selling all sorts of items. Please, visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. And he gives us a potion, which is great because I just used the potion and I kind of need some help out here. A wild Rattata appeared. Alright, so I guess this gets into the big mechanic of Pokemon. Anytime you walk through these bush-like things, it's called tall grass. I don't know any grass that looks like that. You'll find these wild Pokemon, and wild Pokemon will attack you, and you will critical hit them and one-shot them. Wow. Alright, in this route in particular, you get the two Pokemon Go staples, Pidgey and Rattata. Although I don't see them as much anymore as I did back in 2016 when the game first came out. But we'll see plenty of them here. Or I guess plenty of Rattata. I don't know about Pidgey. Rattata also carries Tackle and Tail Whip, so it's basically a Squirtle, but not as cool or interesting at this point in the game. Growing to level 7, when we learned a new move, Ember. Okay. When our Pokemon levels up, not only do their stats get better, but sometimes they will learn a new move. It's based on the level, so your Charmander, if you're playing the game along with me, will always learn Ember at level 7 as well. Don't worry, it's not like, you know, a luck-based thing, which is nice. This sign's gonna give us some tips about PP. Let's not worry about anything that sounds like urine at the moment. This place here is called the Pokemon Center. I'm going up and talking to Nurse Joy. You probably know her from the anime if you've watched the anime. She'll go and heal our Pokemon to full health for us. So now if I go back and check my Pokemon, Dante is at full health. I mean, I think he was at full health as it was. But all of his moves have max PP. No. Yeah, when you use moves, they drain PP, so, like, let's say if I use Scratch 5 times in a row, it'll say 30 out of 35. If I go to 0, I can't use that move until I restore the PP somehow. Lots of information just dumped all over you guys, so hopefully it's not like that for too much longer. So, on the stat screen for our Dante here, we see number, which is the Pokedex number. Every Pokemon has a number associated with them, so that we can, like, index them and identify them for Professor Oak, I guess. Name, Charmander, the species name of the Pokemon. Of course, we've nicknamed ours Dante, but it'll show us the actual name. Type, Fire. Type is pretty important. I'm sure most of you guys already know, but there's a sort of matchup list of types. Your type is going to be strong against certain things and not strong against other things. For example, fire is very strong on grass types, but it's not very strong on water types. Water types, like Squirtle, of course, Xavier had to pick Squirtle, is very effective on fire types, but not very effective on grass, and grass completes the chain, being effective on water, not effective on fire. We get our original trainer, which is me, our ID number, which shows us our personal ID number. You get a randomized ID number every time you play. 5 digits. It's not all that important for casual play. You can do some very interesting things, like glitches and manipulating RNG with it, but I'm not really gonna talk about that for now. An item, we can get into that a little later. Now we can see our glorious stats, how much experience we've earned, how much to the next level, and our ability. The ability of a Pokemon, this is added new to this generation. This is, well, a Generation 1 story, but remade for the 3rd generation. So the 3rd generation added abilities. Our ability for Dante is Blaze. It says ups fire moves in a pinch, which means that anytime I drop below a third of my maximum HP, I'm going to do increased damage with my fire type moves. And this is, if you picked Squirtle or Bulbasaur, you will have Torrent and Overgrow respectively, which do the same thing but with their respective types, water and grass. Alright, is that everything? We already looked at these things, like the base power. They're not that important, to be honest. Not for right now, anyway. We have the option to save our game, which I guess I will do. Always important to save your game, make sure you don't lose your progress. Although, I probably will not be saving my game that much, because I don't want something to screw up royally, and me to gain a lot of progress, but lose a lot of, you know, video footage. That would be bad. Alright, now we have a Pokemart here, which is like a Pokemon Center, except instead of healing your Pokemon, you get to buy items. This guy's gonna call us over because we know Professor Oak, you know, the stud, the Robert Downey Jr. of the Pokemon community, apparently. We get Oak's parcel from this Pokemon clerk man. And, well, I guess we'll know what to do with that when we see it. There's another house here I guess we can check out. Whew, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. I know how that goes. First page. Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can be parried. I've been playing too much Smash. People who raise and battle Pokemon are called trainers. You want to turn the page. Second page. A healthy Pokemon may be hard to catch. Blah, 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 blah. Stuff. Yeah. No. Stop that. I'll explain these things. Okay. Be sure to read what's on the blackboard carefully. So, statuses. Let's go over statuses when we see them. You know, we've had plenty of information. Let's just have our fun. All right. Let's see what's going on up here. I absolutely forbid you from going through here. This is private property. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. I'm sorry. He hasn't had his coffee yet. This is unique to... I don't know if it's unique to the English version or the American version or whatever version. I don't think there's a difference between the English, UK, and US. But in the original Japanese, it's implied that that man is in a stupor. Kids, if you don't know what a stupor is, ask your parents. I'm not going to be the one to explain it to you. So, yeah. Those things there, ledges that I was hopping over, I can go down, but I can't go back up. It's good for avoiding battles on my way back to Pallet Town. I'm definitely going to have to come back here a couple times. Let's see what Oak has to say. Oh, Lucky, how is my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to be growing more attached to you. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. Well, I mean, beating level 2 Rattata is not really that much talent needed to do that, but... What's that? You have something for me? I delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, it's the custom Pokeball. I had it on order, thank you. Gramps! I almost forgot. What do you call me for? Oh, right, I have a request for you two. On the desk there is my invention, the Pokédex. It automatically records all on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Lucky and Xavier, take these with you. Yay! You can't get detailed data on Pokemon by just seeing them. You must catch them to obtain complete data. So, here are some tools for catching wild Pokemon. We receive 5 Pokeballs, which is really stingy compared to what we get in modern Pokemon games. When a wild Pokemon appears, it's fair game. Just throw a Pokeball at it and try to catch it. This won't always work, however. A healthy Pokemon can escape. You have to be lucky. Well, I mean, it's good that we are lucky. To make a complete guide on the Pokemon of the world. That is my dream. But I'm too old. I can't get the job done. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Lucky, I hate to say it, but you won't be necessary for this. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Lucky. Don't bother coming around to my place after this. Xavier, you and your sister. All 3 of them. I feel for you, man. Let's go into his house, despite his, what do you say? Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Jeez, that's lazy of him. Here, this will help you. We received the town map. The town map is, well, not just going to tell us what's going on in town. Well, actually, it doesn't really tell you what's going on in town. It tells you what's going around the whole continent, or country, I don't know, of Kanto, which is, well, the country or continent that we're going on. And I figure to leave off the first episode, we're gonna go say goodbye to our mother, because you know, you always gotta go say goodbye to Mom. Lucky, you should take a quick rest. Oh good, you and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now. Is that all you have to say, Mom? You're just gonna make me take a nap? Is that it? Alright, well, with that, we'll see you next time.